In August 2019, something happened to 15-year-old Favor Lucy Aya that led her to discover the blueprint she has used to make over $15,000 on LinkedIn in a space of 12 months with her skills, and have successfully built over 56,000 passionate followers, including over 1,000 successful individuals she has helped with this same blueprint. In August 2019, a friend introduced her to a freelance content writer who needed extra hands with the numerous gigs he got from clients on a regular basis. At that time, Favor didn't know anything about digital marketing or how to make money online with her skills, so she gladly jumped on the offer. At this time, she was still in high school, and writing was her #1 passion. So, it was a thing of joy to have her come across such opportunity. Also, she saw that as an avenue to advance her writing skills. Mr. Prof, her boss at the time, offered to pay her 2,000 naira for every 3,000 words article she wrote. She took the offer and delivered beyond measures, even though the stress was overwhelming her, coupled with the fact that she was heavily underpaid. In a bid to support her single mom financially and meet slim deadlines so she can get paid for her services, Favor wrote over 15,000 word articles daily just to keep up. But her boss never appreciated her hard work. In June 2020, during the heart of COVID-19, she got really uncomfortable working for her boss. She got tired of her boss underpaying her and at the same time withholding the peanuts he paid her for weeks. She spoke to her mom about it, but her mom encouraged her to bear it a bit longer because things were really tight for her during this period, and the little money that was coming from Mr. Prof was helping out in some ways. In October 2020, Favor finally got overly fed up with her boss underpaying her and at the same time always withholding her pay for weeks. So, she ruled off her contract with him and went back to being a regular 16-year-old teenage girl with no source of income. This decision didn't serve her right at the time because her mom struggled so much to put food on their table. So, she went ahead to join numerous freelance platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, and a host of others just to source for clients who'd pay her a decent amount for her services. During this period, her entire efforts were fruitless because she didn't have anyone to guide her. Somehow, she discovered LinkedIn in January 2021, but she got intimidated by the platform. This platform is for top professionals with advanced educational qualification, not for an average teenage girl with no qualifications at all. So she thought. So, she didn't bother sticking around to understand the platform. Something amazing happened in April 2021 when she came across a paid LinkedIn bootcamp, and she reluctantly paid for it. The bootcamp promised to teach people how to navigate and find remote jobs easily without a CV on LinkedIn, so she paid with the last dime she had. That was the beginning of a success story on LinkedIn. In a space of 3 weeks of being active on LinkedIn, she landed a gig that paid her $500 for just 500 words article. That's not all. She understood how to utilize the LinkedIn space in such a way that she started closing multiple six figures weekly, grew her audience from 0 to over 56,000 in 12 months, got an invitation from Tony Elumelu to become one of his mentees, and over time she has taught over 1,000 skilled individuals and business professionals how to monetize and build something very sustainable for themselves using this simple blueprint you're about to know of.
Hi, I am Favor Lucy Aya, and I'm also known as the LinkedIn Empress. You might also know me as your favorite content writer on LinkedIn, and that is because that is what I launched out with on LinkedIn. I am a preacher of the opportunities that LinkedIn holds, and I know that not so many people know that they can actually land gigs, jobs, fame, influence, you name it, from just that blue app. Not so many people know about it, and I have taken it upon myself to be an advocate of the opportunities that LinkedIn offers. This is my profile here. You might be one of my followers on LinkedIn or you heard about me. I am Favor Lucy Aya, and my tagline on LinkedIn is your favorite content writer, like I said. And what I do basically is I empower you to start your LinkedIn journey. I can help your brand hit the sweet spot of your target audience with the perfect words. That indicates that I am also a copywriter. Yes, aside from my burning passion to make you milk out your own gold from LinkedIn, I am also a copywriter. Currently, I have 56,000 followers, 56,000 active followers, might I add. And it's been a ride that is very, 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 very interesting and impactful so far in the past 12 months since I made the decision to come to LinkedIn. I have not only gotten good things for myself, I've also replicated it in people. And some of my students that took those blueprints, they can actually attest to this. I ensure that I guide you, I ensure that I push you to actually make your own gold from LinkedIn. And these are some testimonials from some of my students. I call them LinkedIn superstars. And you will also be one when you actually take the needed action. I did a research last year while I was still struggling, and while I was doing my research, I was looking for the easiest and fastest way for anyone without certification or not so much experience to start making money. And I found LinkedIn. Anyone with any skill at all or business model, where can they actually go to start making money? I found various platforms. I found Upwork, I found Freelancer, but I could not actually make do with those platforms to the extent that I became frustrated and I regretted my decision of leaving my boss. But something changed for me. Something changed. I found LinkedIn. And when I found that space, I knew that that was where I was supposed to be. And the funny thing is, so many people do not actually know how to harvest goodies from LinkedIn. They do not know how to do that because it is a key, top, and secured secret that not so many people will tell you about, but I'm here for you anyways. You might ask me, what is LinkedIn? You've been hearing of this platform. What is LinkedIn? What is LinkedIn? Okay, on Google, LinkedIn defined themselves as an American business and employment oriented online service. Now, that should be a pointer. Business and employment oriented. It means that LinkedIn is a safe community where you can actually come showcase your skills and get high paying clients, leads, or prospect from there. LinkedIn is the only platform that is very, very, very certain on her goals. You check Instagram and all of that. Instagram, it's very clear. When you check Google, they'll tell you that they are a social platform. But LinkedIn, even in its definition on LinkedIn and Google, LinkedIn clearly stated that she is an American business and employment oriented online service that operates via websites and mobile apps. You can actually access this service on your Google Chrome browser or mobile apps. You just have to download it on your Apple Store or your Play Store. It was launched on May 5, 2003. LinkedIn is actually 19 years old in 2022, and the platform is primarily used for professional networking and career development. LinkedIn gives you the opportunity to network with influential people, people that usually you would not have the guts to meet and approach. LinkedIn gives you that opening. LinkedIn makes you to put yourself out there for great opportunities. Take myself, for example. I've been able to connect with top CEOs, top founders, just because of LinkedIn. And that is not only that, LinkedIn has not only given me influence, but LinkedIn has given me the most money I've ever made since I ventured online with my skill. The LinkedIn industry, yes, I like to call it an industry because it's very, very impactful from influence to monetization. The LinkedIn industry was worth 2.2 billion naira in 2017. This is what people are actually getting from this app. 2017, far back as 2017, LinkedIn was already worth 2.2 billion naira. And then in 2018, LinkedIn, the revenue climbed up to 5.2 billion naira. If you can get just 1% out of that money, do you know how much you will get? If you can get just 1% of that money, even if it's quarterly or annually, do you know how much that will be? 1% of 5.2 billion naira, is it not 5.2 million naira or even more? So you see how much LinkedIn offers you. But like I said, not so many people know about this opportunity. And then in 2019, LinkedIn progressed with her aggregate revenue and worth. She progressed to 6.7 billion naira. Same as 2020, she progressed again to 8.0 billion naira. That's 8 billion dollars. I'm sorry, I've been calling naira, but we have to be specific here. Why we have to put emphasis on dollars is because by the time we convert this amount to naira, you should know how much that is worth. $1 currently is 600 naira. So you do the math, you do the calculation, and then check if you can get 1%, if only you can get 1% of this amount in a year. Calculate what that will do for your financial status currently. That is the much power that LinkedIn holds. But like I said again, I'm going to reiterate it. Not so many people know how to use this. Not so many people know how to utilize LinkedIn for monetization and even the influence. Not so many people know how to do it. In 2020, LinkedIn has actually climbed up to $12 billion. $12 billion. You do the calculations and then let yourself know that watching this video is the best decision that you've made in this year. The second best decision, actually, the best decision that you make in this year is getting what I want you to get at the end of this video. But this is the second best decision because LinkedIn is going to change your financial status alongside your influence and personal development. Now, I want to introduce you to something that will change your life completely. This is a bold claim because it has worked for so many people, myself included. I introduced the Dominate and Monetize LinkedIn like a superstar course because I actually found out a problem. So many people do not know how to monetize their skills. And even when they do know how to do it, they don't have the right platform to do that. So I said to myself, how about I gift the world something valuable that will change the financial status quo of so many people. Like I said again, imagine if you can get just 1% of LinkedIn's annual revenue, $11 billion. Imagine that you can get it for yourself, just 1%. 1%, we're not talking of 10% here. And you can only do that successfully if you actually implement the dominate and monetize LinkedIn like a superstar course. What is this course about? This course is about being a superstar on LinkedIn. How do you dominate LinkedIn? How do you build and cultivate a community? Because LinkedIn currently is occupied by people that want to support you, people that want to cheer you on. LinkedIn is not like Facebook, it's not like Instagram. People on LinkedIn, they are loyalists. They want to support you. If there's any place or platform that you want to build your community, LinkedIn is the best place, but you cannot do it properly without getting this Become a LinkedIn Superstar course. To dominate LinkedIn, you would have to take note of certain things, and that is being boisterous in your content. You give, support people so you can get support. But the thing is, most people, even when they've tried out these techniques, they still fail. And do you know why? It is because they don't have the Become a LinkedIn Superstar course. And that is why I want you to know the secret, because not so many people know the secrets that is embedded in the Become a LinkedIn Superstar course. Now, I'm going to go back to the results that my students have gotten. Anyone that knows me before now will know that I push you to be better. You don't just take my course and then I leave you. No, I want you to get results. And most of my students have actually gotten results from the strategies that I let them in on in the Become a LinkedIn Superstar course. Take Olayemi for example. It's not up to 24 hours she made a post. Just 4 hours, not even up to 10 hours. Does not up to 24 hours. She made a post and she got 250 engagements. But the engagement is even by the side. She got 5 leads in her DM. 5 prospects contacted her, of which she closed 2. Now, is that not actually a high conversion or closing rate? It is, of course. She implemented what I taught and she has gathered influence and also the money. And that is what I want to give to you. I don't just want to give you influence and then leave you hanging. I want you to get the influence alongside the monetization part of LinkedIn. LinkedIn can be very frustrating and you might see yourself on the wrong side of LinkedIn. But I am here to guide you on what to do properly. Take Fumilayo, for example. She crossed 8,000 followers in just a month that she registered for the Become a LinkedIn Superstar course. Take Kylie. She got 3 interviews today from LinkedIn and she posted it on Twitter. This is actually proof that LinkedIn works. LinkedIn works. I don't care if you sell services. I don't care if you're selling your skills. I don't care if you're an affiliate marketer. I don't care if you sell products. LinkedIn is the platform for you. No matter what you sell, you just need to implement what is in module 3 of this course to make it relatable to your audience. I had the opportunity to meet Sir Tony Elumelu, and currently I'm the youngest Tony Elumelu mentee. This is an enviable privilege that LinkedIn gave to me. And I want you to get that. The night I met Sir Tony, it felt so surreal, but I knew that LinkedIn gave me this. LinkedIn have helped me over time to build my influence, and let's not talk about the money part right now. But I've met influential people, I've talked to influential people just because of these strategies in these blueprints that I am about to show you. In just 3 weeks of being on LinkedIn actively, I got a client that paid me $500 for 500 words. A gig that I used to be paid 600 naira for. Please tell me if that is not an insane difference. What changed? LinkedIn changed the game for me. And that is what I want to do for you if you let me. Some of the major reasons people are not leveraging LinkedIn. People will tell you they are intimidated. They don't know how to really start. They are not sure if LinkedIn has what they want, or the lack of confidence, imposter syndrome. Now, when you go to LinkedIn, you might feel intimidated, and it's normal. I felt intimidated too when I went to the platform because I saw graduates, I saw people bagging scholarships, I saw people closing gigs, I saw people with influence, and I felt so out of place. But what changed for me? This blueprint that I'm about to hand over to you gave me what I needed. And if you feel intimidated because you don't have certifications or you feel you don't have much experience, take me for example. I landed my first gig on LinkedIn within 3 weeks of active positioning with just my WAEC certificate. Just my WAEC certificate. Just my WAEC certificate. I was in my 100 level, but I think that was just the first semester. So tell me, what certifications do you think I had then? So you should not be intimidated. But what I'm to tell you is you will definitely feel intimidated and out of place if you don't take this blueprint. Because in as much as I did not have certifications, I took steps that landed me this client. Steps that nobody knows about. Steps that you will know about by the time you get this blueprint. You might say, oh, but I don't really know how to start. That is why you have me in your corner. That is why you have me in your corner. I will put step by step the processes that you need to take to start your LinkedIn journey so you can start raking in the dollars, so you can start building the influence and the community you desperately desire. You say, but is my target audience on LinkedIn? Yes, they are. They are. There are fashion designers on LinkedIn, and there is this popular LinkedIn fashion designer, Abafe speaking. He actually imports his customized shirts to Italy. Clients on LinkedIn actually order his printed shirts. Now tell me why you will think you will not sell on LinkedIn. And then you that have a skill, you're asking if your target audience is on LinkedIn. Come on. Come on. People are closing deals worth thousands of naira, but you are not, because you are having double mind. You are not because you are procrastinating. You are not because you just want to give excuses. Some people, or you might also say that you don't have the confidence. I will make you confident. That is why you have me in your corner. I will make you confident. But I don't have the experience. Come on, if you don't start, how will you get the experience? That is why you need to get this blueprint. I actually thought to myself, after all of these problems, I thought to myself, what can I actually do to help skilled individuals and progressive business professionals and even students like myself to start making a lot of money off LinkedIn on a regular basis? That was when I actually thought of compiling this blueprint, because I had to help people. People came to my DM and they told me, Favor, I really need you to teach me how to land gigs like you're doing. But of course, I cannot serve everybody. So I thought to myself, how about I make a comprehensive class? I started with a class. How about I make a comprehensive class that will actually teach these individuals that are intentional how to start raking in money like I'm doing. So that was when I hosted my first LinkedIn bootcamp. Little did I know that the bootcamp was going to expose people to untold opportunities and big deals on LinkedIn. I knew that the strategies that I shared were superb. I knew, of course, because I've tried it out. But I did not know that it was going to be that soon, because after the class, 3 days later, a student of mine landed a gig. And I was like, wow. And do you know why she landed that gig? Because she implemented ruthlessly. These are some testimonials from my students. Again, you can see how sincere and heartfelt they are with these testimonials. This is our alumni group. They did not come to my DM to tell me anything. This is my alumni group. Ade's brother sealed a $600 deal from LinkedIn and he thanked me here. Fumilayo had somebody all the way from Swaziland to coach her. She's a career coach from LinkedIn. Mma had a CEO contact her to teach his staff on content writing. Now tell me if these are not testimonials that should prompt you to want to take action to change your financial status and your influence. You might ask, who can use this blueprint? Students can use it. Students should use it. CEOs that want to attract investors and want to create brand awareness for their brand ought to get this blueprint. Bankers, 9-to-5ers, people that actually think they do not really have time, they can actually use this and start a side hustle. Medical doctors can use this. If you want to further your education, you want scholarships and all of that, you can use this because this blueprint contains everything you need. It encompasses all your needs despite what you're doing. Business people that sell physical products can use this. And when you actually implement what I taught in outbound marketing, you will actually know how to reach out to people in your geographical area. That is why you need to get this blueprint, because without this blueprint, you will not know how to do that flawlessly without mistakes. When I launched this course, I named it Become a LinkedIn Superstar in 90 days. But the results that I'm getting, the results I've been getting, they are not up to a week, they are not up to 2 weeks, they are not even up to 3 weeks, and I'm already seeing results. So if you want to become a LinkedIn superstar in the shortest time possible, do not hesitate to reach out and get these blueprints that will change your life and your financial status and your influence. Again, these are the testimonials of my students. My students that found it fit to appreciate me for my commitment actually dropped these testimonials in the group. And that is what I want for you. I want you to win. I want you to bag those 6 figures, 4 figures in dollars, 6 figures in naira, 7 figures in naira. I want you to get that influence for yourself. I want you to be able to build a community. And I also want you to be able to rake in 150 leads in a day from LinkedIn. So I'm going to show you quickly 5 steps to making millions and building something very sustainable for yourself using the Become a LinkedIn Superstar blueprint. The first thing you have to do is to download and open a LinkedIn account. You can do that with your email address and you put your password, right? Download the app from your Google Play Store or your Apple Store. The second thing you have to do is to set up your profile to be standard and professional. Remember, you cannot do this without this blueprint because you will feel lost. There are some settings and some things you have to have in mind to actually do this second step correctly. The third step that you have to take note of is optimizing your LinkedIn profile. You want people to see you. That is why you want to optimize your profile. You want people to see you on Google. You want people to see you on Bing. You want people to see you even when they search on LinkedIn. Because one advantage that LinkedIn gives to you is that you are visible on all search engines. Yes, they give you that leverage. Now tell me which social media platform actually does that? None. Step 4 is to create content strategically to rake in leads for whatever you are selling. And again, you cannot do this correctly without the Become a LinkedIn Superstar blueprint. Step 5, inbound and outbound marketing. With this, you'll be able to close 6 high-paying clients in a month that are willing to pay you 4 figures in dollars in a month with inbound and outbound marketing. It is safe to say that 78% of people on LinkedIn do not actually know how this works. And that is why you need this blueprint, because if you decide to go solo on your own, you will be frustrated with the results that you will not be getting. How to get started? It's very simple. You have to get started with just 3 simple ways. A smartphone. Just have a working phone. Even if your screen is cracked, you can still use it. A LinkedIn account. And the full knowledge of how to dominate and monetize LinkedIn. You need just those 3 things. You have your smartphone. You can get a LinkedIn account from downloading the app on Play Store. And then the third one is this blueprint. You can get it by getting this blueprint. Without getting this blueprint, you will not have the full knowledge of how to dominate and monetize LinkedIn like the superstar that you are. This again are testimonials of what my students are actually getting from this gold mine, this blueprint. Okay, Ade actually commented something in the group. He said, you're supposed to have charged all of us 30K each. It is not a class. This is a full-blown mentorship. Remember, this is suffice to say that Ade dropped this testimonial when this blueprint was at 5,000 naira. That is why if you don't act now, you'd have to pay more. And that is just the painful truth, because you will see people getting results and you cannot wait to get it for yourself. But if you choose to not pay now, you will pay more later, and that is a guarantee. I guarantee you that if you don't pay now, you pay more later. Have this in mind that I did drop this comment when this blueprint was at 5,000 naira. In a week, 60,000 people saw my profile. 60,505 search appearances. Do you know what this means? It means that across search engines and Google and Bing and LinkedIn, when people search for what I do, LinkedIn coach, copywriter, my profile actually popped up. That is one unbeatable thing that LinkedIn gives to you. Visibility. LinkedIn makes you visible on all platforms. LinkedIn gives you that edge, and that is why you have to leverage on this platform. Imagine yourself in weeks from now growing your audience from what it is currently to 10 times over, and at the same time closing 6-figure deals consistently on LinkedIn. Would that not be awesome? Imagine what 6 figures can actually get for you right now. Imagine what 800,000 can get for you right now. 800,000 naira. You do the calculation in your head and then imagine that your audience is 10 times what it is now in just few weeks. Would that not be awesome? This shows that you'll be doing yourself a grave hurt if you don't take action now. Landing your dream job or your dream gig or becoming a highly paid LinkedIn influencer is very simplified in this blueprint. I ensure that I take you on a journey of not only landing gigs and getting influence, but I take you on a journey of self-discovery. This is because I want you to be highly appreciated for what you do. And I know you are not now. And that is why you are on this video. So I'm going to tell you this just once again. If you want to get your dream job or your dream gig, or you want to be bagging 4 figures in dollars, 5 figures in dollars monthly, you want to be working on your own terms, you don't want to burn out, you don't want to work with a middleman that will give you peanuts, you need to take this blueprint. If you want your product to be seen by over 830 million people, you need to take this blueprint. Just imagine the grave hurt that you are doing to yourself just because you are actually reluctant to act now. 1% of 830 million times what you sell. Do the maths. This is the picture of myself and Forbes African billionaire Satoni Elumelu. And like I said, LinkedIn gifted me this. I've also had the opportunity to converse intelligently with top industry leaders. And that is what LinkedIn will give to you. LinkedIn is the best place to blow in the shortest time possible. You just have to have this blueprint and you are good to go. I again introduce the Become a LinkedIn Superstar course. This course is guaranteed to make you at least $1,000 in 30 days. This course will open your eyes to the secretly kept tips that will ensure you grow on LinkedIn. This course will open and introduce you to the power that LinkedIn holds. And this course will ensure that you set up for yourself a consistent money-making machine. We have 6 modules in this course. We're going to learn how to set up a profile, strategic content creation, inbound marketing, outbound marketing, closing on LinkedIn, and follow up on LinkedIn. To set up your profile properly, you've got to put some settings, and you've got to actually be careful with how you set it up. And you will not really know how to set it up correctly, so that immediately a prospect visits your profile, they would want to seal that deal with you. If you don't get this course, you will not know how to do it correctly. And then for strategic content creation, the content you publish on LinkedIn is like a beacon to a prospect. And if you don't know how to create content strategically that will rake in leads for you, you will actually suffer on LinkedIn. But you don't have to suffer if you actually get this course. Inbound marketing is basically you telling the client that you've got to have me, in your company. And you will not actually know how to do this properly if you don't get this course. That is the gospel truth. For outbound marketing, we tell the client that I've brought to you a solution that is irresistible. And not so many people know about this kind of marketing on LinkedIn, but you'll be among the selected few that will get this course, that will be privy to the information of effective outbound marketing on LinkedIn. For closing on LinkedIn, getting clients with me is not hard at all. It's a minor thing. But the thing is, when you hop on a call with a prospect, how do you close that prospect? How do you make that prospect know that I cannot leave this meeting without hiring this person? I cannot leave this meeting without buying what this person is selling. That is what I want to teach you. And then for follow-up on LinkedIn, people are busy with their lives. But regardless, we still want to make money, right? So I'm going to teach you how to follow up with prospects that will make them respond to you ASAP. The special bonuses that you'll be getting is a summarized video of how you can land a $500 client in 24 hours. $500 currently is 250,000 naira, but in the black market is 300,000 naira. Now, what can 300,000 naira in 24 hours do for you? I'm going to give you that. I'm going to gift you that in just 24 hours of you signing up for this course. When you watch the summarized video and then you actually implement, you get your money back alongside a huge profit. You get the money that you used to invest for this course alongside a very huge profit, about 200% return on investment. This summarized video alone is worth 50,000 naira. I'm going to teach you how to draft a contract professionally that will make the client know that this person is a professional and I've got to work with this person. For this alone, I charge 15,000 naira. It is worth 15,000 naira. I'm going to give you a quick trick on how to go viral on LinkedIn to make people see your post more. I'm going to teach you that. It's worth 15,000 naira also. What you're about to get is a fail-proof guide to gain at least 4,000 followers in a month. You want to build your community, you want people to cheer you on. I'll teach you how to do that, and this is worth 30,000 naira. I'm going to teach you how to write a proposal. This alone is worth 20,000 naira, because by the time you implement outbound marketing, you'd need to know how to draft a proposal that will make the clients hire you on the spot. And then you're going to get access to my highly prized alumni group. This group is very dear to me because we support ourselves. I drop job updates. We go on weekly live sessions in this group. To get access to this support group is priceless because the support you get is next to none. Remember that these alone are the bonuses. If the bonuses can be this valuable, then imagine what the main course will be. Extra and super valuable. Recap of what you are getting. Number one, you're going to get videos and guides that will show you how to set up your LinkedIn profile. This alone is worth 100,000 naira. Number two, you're going to get guides on how to create content strategically to rake in qualified leads. This is valued at 70,000 naira. Inbound marketing is worth 66,000 naira. Outbound marketing is worth 70,000 naira. Closing on LinkedIn is worth 120,000 naira. And then for follow up on LinkedIn, this is valued at 86,000 naira. For the main course alone, it's total 512,000 naira. Plus the special bonuses that I'm giving you that is worth over 130,000 naira. Come on, the grand total is 640,000 naira. For everything, the worth of everything that you're supposed to get from this blueprint is 640. All of this and more is what I will give you, but I'm not going to charge you all that money because I really want you to succeed, and I know how hard money is to get currently. So how about I do you a huge favor? What if you pay 75,000 naira instead of paying 160,000 naira, over 160,000 naira? How about you pay 75,000 naira? That is almost like 60% off discount, right? But if you get it now, I'm going to do you a huge favor. I'm going to give you a huge discount, a very huge one. If you pay now, you will get it for just 25,000 naira. If you pay now, you will get it for just 25,000 naira instead of 75,000 naira. So what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? And this course has a money back guarantee. When you implement all I've taught and you don't get results, ask for a refund. When you implement all I've taught and you shown me proof and you did not get results, ask for a refund. This is how secure this offer is. I want you to succeed. I would have given you for free, but if I give you for free, you will not be serious as I want you to. So hop on this offer for this steal fee and click on the button below to get this blueprint now. See you inside.